This is lesson 11-2. We're going to be talking about areas of trapezoids, rhombi, and kites. In this first video, we're going to just focus on trapezoids, and then in video part 2, for lesson 11-2, we're going to do rhombi and kites. We calculate those the same way, so they're easy. All right, so for the area of a trapezoid, remember a trapezoid is a quadrilateral, a four-sided shape, where only one pair of opposite sides are parallel. So the sides here are not parallel. The top and bottom are parallel. So that makes this a trapezoid, okay? Could be an isosceles trapezoid, doesn't have to be, doesn't matter if it is or not. All right, so when we calculate a triangle, we do 1/2 base times height. When we calculate the area of a trapezoid, it's also 1/2 base times height, but we actually have two bases, right? We've got this top base and we've got the bottom base. They're two different sizes, the top and the bottom. So we're going to, and it's not always the top and the bottom, it's just the two parallel sides. So all we're gonna do for these bases is add them together. And other than that, it's the same as finding the area of a triangle. So this base plus this base times the height divided by 2. That's it, okay? So here's an example. They give us, here I'll focus in, they give us this guy. So to set up the area for this, we're gonna do 1/2 base times height, and for the bases, we're adding the two together. So it's gonna be 1/2, the two bases added together are 18 and 40, 18 plus 40, times the height, which is 15. Okay, so when we multiply that together, 18 and 40 is 58. 58 times 15 equals 870 times 1/2 equals about 435. So it equals 870 divided by 2, which gives us about 435, and that's going to be in square meters. So meters squared. And if we want to check ourselves, we can just go over here to where they did the work. And what did they get? 435. 1/2, the bases added together times the height. Just like triangles, 1/2 base times height, but there's only one base of a triangle. In a trapezoid, there are two bases, so we just add them together. That's the only difference. Okay, so we're gonna do 4 examples and then a word problem. For this first guy, 1/2 base times height. So we're gonna do 1/2. The bases are 32 and 18. And then the height is 16. So after we set it up, then we just do the math. 32 plus 18 is 50 times, we can multiply it times 1/2 or divide it by 2, times 16. And we get 400. 400, and that's in square feet. Okay, some people get confused, like, well, how do I know what order to do it in? Remember when you're multiplying, the commutative property or the associative property says it doesn't matter what order you do it in. It doesn't matter how you group your numbers, it doesn't matter. When you're multiplying, you can do it in any order you want. Now, we have to simplify what's inside parentheses first, so we have to simplify this down to 50. But once I get that, then I'm just multiplying 1/2 times 50 times 16, so it doesn't matter what order I do it in. I could do 1/2 times 16 times 50. I could do 50 times 1/2 times 16, 50 times 16 times 1/2. It doesn't matter. I'll always get the same answer. Okay, next one. All right, we've got this guy. Now for this trapezoid, it kind of looks like one flipped on its side. So the bases, the two parallel sides are on the side here. Now, you're gonna see this a lot where they make this a little triangle. That doesn't matter. We don't care about that. It's just another way of showing you what the height is. They didn't have to draw this whole thing, right? They're just showing you that the height is 28. That's all they're showing you. All right, so when we figure this out, we're gonna do 1/2 times the bases, 12 plus 24. Add the bases together, times the height, which is 28. The height is the distance from one parallel side to the other parallel side, right? It's just like this was up and down, and we just flipped it over on its side. Okay, so now we can multiply all that together. 12 plus 24 is 36. Half of 36 is 18. 18 times 28 is 504. And that's in yards squared. Okay, so the area of this guy is 504 square yards. And then 2 more. This number 3, this is an easy one. 1/2 base times height, 32 plus 50, times the height, which is 20. 32 plus 50 is 82. 82 times 1/2 is 41, times 20 is 820. And that's in meters squared. So that's our area of that trapezoid. Last one. Hopefully you're seeing that these are all calculated the exact same way. Okay, here this looks like an upside down trapezoid, but that's fine. It doesn't matter. We still calculate the area the same exact way. It gave us this funky triangle. We don't need that. It's just showing us that the height is 16. So you can think of it as being in here. Don't let yourself get confused with that triangle. Okay, so now we have everything we need. 1/2 times the bases, 30 plus 18, times the height, which is 16. So 30 plus 18 is 48. 48 times 1/2 is 24. 24 times 16 is 384. And that's in square feet. All right, so 1/2 base times height for a trapezoid, but there's 2 bases. The bases are the parallel sides, not these wonky sides, the sides that are parallel. Those are your bases. Whether they're flipped on their side or up and down, doesn't matter. And then perpendicular to the bases is the height. So if the bases are this way, and it's like this and this, the height's always perpendicular to the base. So if this is a base and this is a base, the height is whatever this is. Even though it's not going up and down, it's still the height. Okay, and then number 7, last one for this video. Let me back up. All right, we'll focus on the picture and I'll read you what it says. Basically, we got to find the perimeter and area of this. Ryan runs a landscaping business. A new customer has a trapezoid-shaped backyard shown at the right. How many square feet of grass will Ryan have to mow? Okay, so we don't need perimeter. We only need area. All right, square feet of grass. So we need to figure out the area of this trapezoid. So 1/2 times the bases. Okay, this base is 20.5. So I'm going to put 20.5. Plus, then I have to add the bottom base. Well, if this is 20.5, that means down here it's also 20.5. Plus, we have these 5s on the side. So 20.5 plus 5 and 5 is 30.5. And then I multiply it by the height, which is 38.25. 38.25. Ran into my picture, sorry. So now I can just simplify. So 20.5 plus 30.5 is 51. So I got 1/2 times 51 times 38.25. So then I just multiply all that together however we want. I'm going to multiply 55 times 38.25 and then just divide by 2. All right, so I get 975.4. 975.4, and that's in square feet because it's the area. Okay, so 50 times 38 divided by 2 is about 975 square feet. Any questions, let me know, and stay tuned for part 2.